Hello friends and welcome back to Car Talk, a channel where we give you a clear and a crisp view of a car without any unwanted drama, time wastage or stories. So the car for today. Now this of course is the new Hyundai Grand i10 NIOS. It was launched a few days back and the prices started 4.99 lakh rupees ex-showroom daily, thereby undercutting its main rival, the Maruti Suzuki Swift. Now the older Grand i10 will still be on sale, but only in the petrol and diesel variants, no automatic on that. The automatic, the AMT, for the first time in the Grand will be offered on the NIOS, and thankfully it is being offered on both the 1.2 petrol and the 1.2 diesel. Now you have seen this car in videos and images, and the only thing remains to be seen is the powertrain performance and the dynamics, and for that we have come to beautiful and lush green Udaipur to drive the car today and tomorrow. So all your questions regarding the Grand i10 NIOS will be answered right here, right now in this video. Alright, we'll start with the exteriors of the new Grand i10 NIOS. Now on paper, this is a larger vehicle as compared to the older Grand i10, and the front end is completely revised. For me, in terms of my personal opinion, it does look good, especially with these lovely diamond cut alloy wheels. The whole car has a more sporty and a mature look. The higher variants do get projector headlamps, and you also have these DRLs over here, the LED DRLs. The grille on some of the latest Hyundais has been becoming wider and big, and this is no different in the NIOS as well. Now this is the Sportz variant, now the top in Asta, and we have the aqua teal dual tone color option. Dual tone means you get a black roof. The same can also be had with the white NIOS, so the white and black combination actually looks very terrific. This is not bad either. On the side profile, the talking point here is the branding on the C pillar. It clearly says G10 or the Grand i10, and the rear of the car, well, that for me is a mix of the older Grand i10 and the Tata Tiago. For some reason, the execution is not bad per se, but it's the front end of the Grand, the NIOS, which actually talks a lot. On the road, we did have a lot of stares from people. People gave us thumbs up, and even right now I think this color option looks nice, looks different in different versions of the daytime. If the sun is out, this will look different. In the evening, this is how the car looks like. So on the exteriors, from my side, it is 8.5 out of 10. What about the interiors? Well, let's go inside. Now we are in the aqua teal dual tone sports variant, and this one, as compared to the normal NIOS, comes with all black interiors with aqua teal stitching on the seats. The dual tone option also gets you wireless charging right over here. So in terms of features, this is loaded, and only a few things are missing as compared to the Asta. A, rear wash wiper, B, the rear adjustable head restraints, and so on. So it's not a deal breaker. If you do go for an aqua teal or a white dual tone, you do get these all black interiors. I think they look more sportier, and over the time they are easier to maintain as well. Feature wise, as compared to the older Grand, more things have been added. For example, the wireless charging, the screen is larger, the infotainment system offers you more features. You have a lovely climate control system and a new display as well. You have an analog tachometer and a DG display for the speed and other parameters. Now from a driver's perspective, the older Grand was known to offer excellent visibility, and that is why it was really famous with the women drivers as well, and this one is no different. Visibility is terrific. The ingress as well, getting into the car, is so easy for tall people or for older people as well. The windows also roll down completely flat, be it the front windows or the rear windows, so visibility is sorted. Everything falls into your hands very easily, and the interior quality for this price. Now Hyundai is always known to make cars with a good benchmark in terms of the interior fit and finish, the feel for the price segment, and this one is no different. Remember, the prices start at 4.99 lakh rupees ex-showroom daily, and for that you do get good quality interiors. In terms of space, well, I stand 6 feet tall, no issues in terms of headroom. The platform is larger, you have more space in here, and that is easily visible, and you can feel it as well. The only thing missing on the front seats from a driver's perspective are these non-adjustable head restraints. They should have given adjustable headrests so that people of all sizes and heights could use this properly. Otherwise, it's not a bad place to be. One more feature missing is armrest. There is no armrest over here, but couple of cup holders, place to keep your mobile while it's being charged through wireless charging, a fast charging outlet, and open space to keep your wallet or phone over here. Things at the back, let's check out. Right then, the back seat of the Grand i10 NIOS is not bad either. Hyundai claims it's a larger platform, so you have your extra space in here, and I don't deny that. The front seat is positioned for my height. I stand 6 feet tall, and you can see at least 3 to 4 inches of space left in terms of knee room, and I can slide my feet also beneath the front seat, so it's a good place to be. No rear armrest, just like for the front passengers there is no frontal armrest, there is no rear armrest as well. But the good point is that getting in and out of the car is easy. The ingress is very easy. The doors do open very wide. The windows also roll down completely flat. You have your AC vents, a charging outlet, and one door pocket over here. So overall, from visibility point of view, it's a good place to be. All black interiors are to my personal liking. So in terms of the cabin, I would give the new NIOS 9 out of 10. But before that, let's have a look at the boot as well. Now the boot space of the i10 NIOS stands at 260 liters, which is almost as much as the Maruti Suzuki Swift's boot. But in reality, it is a good huge space for a couple of mid-sized suitcases and probably a few backpacks as well. Unfortunately, the issue here is that the rear seat does not offer you a 60-40 split, and that somewhat limits the practicality factor. Now, before I get to the driving part of the NIOS, let me talk about the engines. These are the same 1.2 litre petrol and the 1.2 diesel that were doing duties on the older Grand i10. Nothing has changed. However, the engines have become slightly more efficient. The petrol version has a certified economy of over 20 kmpl both for the automatic and the manual, and the diesel one has a certified economy of 26.2 kmpl again both for the automatic and the diesel. Do note that the older Grand i10 will be on sale but will not be getting the AMT of the NIOS. The AMT is only reserved for the NIOS for both the petrol and the diesel versions. So how does the car actually drive on the road? Let's find out. So yesterday I got to spend enough time with the NIOS on the outside and the interiors. Today is day number 2, a different shirt. That's why we're driving a diesel manual as of now, a red diesel manual. It's been raining non-stop since morning in Udaipur, I think post-monsoon showers. But anyways, I got ample time with the car. The USP here is the availability of low torque in the lower end of the RPM. So in traffic right now, I'm doing 35 in third gear. I need to pick up speeds. It does very easily. So the availability of torque from as low as 1500 RPM is what makes the Grand i10 diesel, the NIOS diesel, a very good city urban tool. Of course, on the highways, when you want to go fast, you do get that typical 3-cylinder noise on the inside, but thankfully the vibrations and the harshness of a typical 3-pot motor is kept away from the cabin, and that's work done very well by Hyundai. When you want to go fast, the revs rise. It does become loud with a typical 3-pot noise, but again, smoothness is something that is still offered in the Grand i10 NIOS diesel. Good work over there. 26.2 kmpl is the certified economy. Currently in a manual, and the gear shift quality and the clutch action is very good. We have a long-term i20 diesel at car talk. Even that is a joy to use in terms of gear shifts. The clutch on that is becoming heavy, but as of now in this car it is light enough. I'm a fan of the steering as well. Enthusiasts will of course think otherwise because you don't get the same feedback or a joy as a Swift or a Polo, but for most buyers, for most city buyers, it just seems to work very well. There is still enough weight in the steering for higher speeds, and at lower speeds like this, it is light enough to be used. Work well done by Hyundai once again. Visibility has always been a USP of the Grand i10. It is better in the NIOS. You sit higher up, the pillars aren't very thick. So in terms of for short drivers, visibility is never an issue. Overall, I think the diesel Grand i10 NIOS manual is a good urban tool. The 1.2 petrol also remains unchanged. I drove that a while back. Ample low end torque, and when you rev it hard, it becomes vocal in a good way, and performance is ample, and yet over 20 kmpl certified economy. So I think the NIOS being positioned as a sportier car, its work done well. Even the suspension I think is slightly better tuned than the normal Grand in terms of underlying stiffness. Comfort remains, but you do have a sportier touch to the suspension that should work at higher velocities. Like I have a few curves coming up, and if I go slightly fast in the NIOS, like this into third, attacking a curve at 75, not bad. Okay, one more on the left side. I'm beginning to enjoy this. Alright then, let's summarize the new Grand i10 NIOS for you. Now NIOS in Irish language means more. Yes, it offers you more in terms of the dimensions, the better design, the new interiors, more space on the rear, especially with better headroom, legroom and kneeroom than the Maruti Swift. The same 1.2 engines with more convenience of the AMTs, more features like the rear view monitor or the wireless charging, and of course the pricing is bang on. 4.99 lakh rupees ex-showroom Delhi is good value for money. But don't forget, Maruti dealers are already offering discounts on the Swift. The variable warranty is also something new in the industry, where you can match your driving behavior in terms of the kilometers or the years for the warranty coverage. Now on the whole, if I had to summarize the NIOS, well, it remains an excellent all-rounder in the mid-size hatchback segment, one that continues to offer you the comfort and ease of driving, but now with a sportier touch. But what do you feel about the NIOS? Let us know in the comment section below. And of course, to watch such videos from the Indian automotive industry, you know what to do, guys. Subscribe to our channel.